You cannot even show me one Bitcoin?
Gentlemen, this is...
What is up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI, and I'm going to go through the Watch Mojo Top 10 Funniest Movies of the Decade series that they've just uploaded. So we'll just go like 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then where are we up to now? Whatever it is, whatever the next ones are. But we're going to start with the 90s. I think the 90s was like peak comedy movie era. If I had to take a guess as to what would be number one, oh man, that's I mean... Personally, I'd probably pick one of the Naked Gun movies. I think number 3 came out in the early 90s, but honestly, I would have to say Happy Gilmore, probably the best comedy movie of the 90s. Austin Powers just snuck in there and is definitely up there, but I'm going to go with Happy Gilmore as my number 1. But let me know in the comments, make your own prediction as to what you think is going to be number 1, and I'll probably pause and discuss as we go along, and let's have a look and see what we got.
Number 10. Clerks.
Alright.
Kevin Smith changed the comedy landscape with Clerks. Considering it was shot in black and white and made on a paltry budget of
I got the gist of what it's like about, but I guess I gotta go see it if it's on the list. Yeah, love Kevin Smith though, so I think it's like one of his only movies I've never actually seen.
You know, there's a million fine-looking women in the world, dude, but they don't all bring you lasagna at work. Most of them just cheat on
Is this talky
The movie was
fellow?
praised for its grounded realism.
Alright, so they bring in independent contractors. Why are you so upset at its destruction?
All those innocent contractors brought in to do the job were killed. Casualties of a war they had nothing to do with.
Clerks inspired a generation of
these
aspiring
highlights are not selling me on
filmmakers,
it, by the
and
way.
it's one of the shining accomplishments of the 1990s. Number 9, There's Something About Mary. The Farrelly brothers found a magic formula. They learned to deftly blend...
I don't know about that. I'm just gonna mute this video while I talk over the highlights, I guess. Hey, what's he doing there? I didn't even know that was the dad. Holy shit. Yeah, I watched somebody do a reaction to this movie recently, and I don't know if it holds up. Like, the characters are pretty... They're scummy, and then they're like just... And I get that it's a comedy and it's all in a comical way, but like, I don't know, there was something a little bit too fucking slimy about this movie.
One of the best movies of 1998. In no small part thanks to Cameron Diaz's charming lead performance, as well as the stellar writing and directing that balanced disparate genres with aplomb.
No, I was thinking along
Sarah
the lines
Silverman's in it
maybe
as
of
well?
something like an architect or something. But I want somebody with freedom in their job, you know? Somebody who can do it anywhere and just leave at a drop of a hat.
1 minute the audience was touched over a
Jesus
cute
Christ.
sentiment. The next they were howling in disgusted delight at what Mary just put in her hair.
So when you say killer,
Oof.
you mean
He's a murderer. Yeah.
like an actual convicted murderer?
He killed people. I know, it's crazy.
The movie is a laugh-a-minute riot, and it proved that infantile humor is truly ageless. Number 8,
I wouldn't agree with that
Billy
at all.
Madison. Adam Sandler was
Number
an established
8.
performer by 1995,
Well, this
but
would be
it
top
was
5
Billy
at least.
Madison that made him a star. The movie sees the gleefully silly man-child returning to grade school so he can prove to his father that he's smart enough to run the family company.
Cut it out, dude. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Love Billy Madison. Yeah, Veronica Vaughn.
Today, Junior?
I don't know, like, Billy Madison doesn't age well either, but at least he is like an absolute idiot, like, of a human being. Billy Madison, I mean.
Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling,
Shit like this gets
incoherent
it over the
response were you even close to anything that could be considered a
My
rational
spouse
thought.
is sleeping
It's
around.
simply an excuse for Sandler to act childish.
Adam Sandler as Billy Madison is charming and fun, whereas Something About Mary was like people that should probably know better.
Please, Billy. Please, no gibberish tonight, please. I beg you.
No gibberish.
Daddy?
1 year later, Sandler would continue the formula with Happy Gilmore,
one.
itself
Number
another
one.
comedy classic.
Fucking better,
I was
baby.
on this tour for one reason, money. But now I got a new reason, kicking your ass.
Well, I'd like to see you try.
Let's do it.
Number 7, Home Alone.
I don't know why this is all out of sync, by the way.
I made my family disappear.
Upon its release in November
Yeah.
1990, this
Yeah,
Christmas
Home
film
Alone
shattered box office records,
was
becoming at the time
insanely
the third
popular.
highest-grossing movie ever. It was also the highest-grossing live-action comedy, a record it held until The Hangover Part 2 in 2011.
We did it, Stu. It's over.
That's more of a
Not
wow
only
that
is
The
it a
Hangover
warm
is the one
family
that knocked
film
it
for the
off.
holidays,
Jesus.
complete with cozy interiors,
Part
snow,
two.
and rousing feel-good music, but it's also really, really funny. Watching Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern flail around like buffoons proves endlessly enjoyable, and Macaulay Culkin carries a large portion of the movie by himself, with many of his quotes and actions becoming the
The
stuff
fact that that's
of
a
movie
kids'
legend.
movie as well and it's on this list is a
Keep
very,
the change, you filthy
it's a
animal.
very,
Who amongst us hasn't
you
looked
know,
at Aftershave
big indication
and
of
thought that
just how
famous
successful
movie?
this was.
Number 6, Office Space.
Not shipping out till tomorrow.
I've seen
so
this
there's
once, and I really enjoyed it.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I have the memo. I've got it. That's right.
Hello, Phil. What's happening?
Office Space inspired an outpouring
Jennifer
of
Aniston
love,
was in
laughs,
that,
and
right?
a little
Yeah.
bit of grief. In Office Space, Judge and his actors
Yeah.
hilariously and tragically capture the mundane and unending nightmare that was corporate office work in the late 1990s.
I don't
Many
have any
aspects
problem
of the
with Office
film
Space
have
being on
also
this
become
list.
iconic pieces of pop culture, including
Obviously, I need to go
PC
watch that
Load
again as
Letter,
well.
Milton's Red Stapler, the infamous
man.
printer scene, and of course, most of Bill Lumbergh's mannerisms and quotes.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great. Okay?
Don't do it, Peter.
It's amazing how funny office life can be. Number 5, Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
A lot's
five.
happened since
Okay.
you were frozen. The Cold War's over.
Well, finally those capitalist pigs will pay
Wayne's
for their
World should
crimes,
be in there
eh?
as well.
Hey, comrades, hey?
There have been countless James Bond spoofs over the years, but none has arguably worked as well as Austin Powers. This movie became a comedy phenomenon.
I was obsessed with this movie when it came out, and when the second one came out, that was... I remember waiting for the pre-order... Sorry, I remember waiting for the rental videos to become able to be like purchased at the video shop. As soon as Austin Powers 2 came out, got that straight away so I could have it at home.
Mole, 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 mole.
Many of his quotes in
On a related note, these Watch Mojo videos have decreased in quality quite a bit. I think I'll get through these comedies of each decade and then just leave the Watch Mojo alone.
Number 4, Groundhog Day. This movie took numerous risks,
I haven't seen that
many
in
of
a
which
long, long
probably
time as well.
shouldn't have worked.
I remember it
the
being pretty
unexplained
good.
time loop concept could have
Bill
proved
Murray,
confusing,
like, just slowly
and
losing
the
his
perpetually
shit
grumpy
as
Phil
time
Connors
goes.
could have been a
I'd say as time
deeply
goes on, but it
unlikable
doesn't go on.
character.
That's the
Didn't we
problem.
do this yesterday?
I don't know what you mean. Don't mess with me, pork chop.
Oh.
What day is this? It's February 2nd. Groundhog Day.
You know what? This might be a hot take, but I would love to see a Groundhog Day remake with Kevin Hart in the main role. Can you imagine him, you know, playing the agitated, like, you know, frustrated, like, character that he's so good at playing in that kind of context? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Oh, that would start getting on your fucking nerve, wouldn't it? But it would be therapeutic destroying that thing every day.
Number 3, Dumb and Dumber. Jim Carrey was on an incredible hot
I'm
streak
surprised
in the
that's not
90s.
number 1 as well. I mean, I'm still holding out for Happy Gilmore.
sound in the world?
But Dumb and Dumber, fuck. This came out so soon after The Mask as well. It was just unbelievable that Jim Carrey put out 2 amazing
Both Ace
movies.
Ventura, Pet Detective and The Mask were
So
released the
fucking
same
next, so
year
close
as
to each
Dumb
other.
and Dumber. And 3 years later, Carrey starred in one of the funniest courtroom comedies of all time with Liar Liar.
That's a great movie too.
doing? I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Do you mind?
But Dumb and Dumber stands above them all, largely due to the comedic interplay and chemistry between Kerry and Jeff Daniels. The movie is an all-time
Lloyd
classic,
Christmas.
filled with endlessly quotable dialogue and memorable sequences. Despite being an accomplished dramatic actor, Jeff Daniels will forever be known for his misfortunes on a broken toilet.
The toilet doesn't flush.
I was just shaving!
Number 2, The Big Lebowski. Few
Wow.
movies have been memed as much as
Never.
The Big Lebowski.
I've tried to watch it, but I haven't got all the way through. Like a few times.
I'm not a world of pain.
Is this a comedy? I always thought this was kind of a...
The whole world gone crazy! Am I the
No,
only one
comedy,
around here
but
who gives a
something
about the
else.
rules?
It's a real testament to the enduring popularity and influence of this Coen Brothers classic. The film isn't guffaw-inducing like Dumb and Dumber. Its humour instead largely comes from the dialogue and performances,
I guess
with
I
Jeff
like
Bridges and John
guffaw-inducing,
Goodman proving
movies.
particularly hilarious as the Dude and Walter. Here are a few honourable mentions. American Pie. This gross-out comedy took the teen genre in a new direction.
Yeah.
We'll just tell your mother that
For 90s,
we ate it
sure.
all.
It's a
Pulp
movie
Fiction.
that doesn't
This
hold up
dark
though.
crime comedy is funnier than
Again,
most
is this a
straightforward
comedy?
comedies.
I don't know.
Black
it's
Dog?
kind of. It's a Tarantino, which is
Bald? Does he
a
look
few
like
things,
a
I
bitch?
guess.
What? Does he look like a bitch?
I guess I'm laughing
Friday.
harder at this.
Ice Cube proved himself a natural comedic talent with
Yeah.
this stoner comedy.
I like Friday.
Oh, that's cool.
The Full Monty. The rare comedy to be
Wow,
nominated
yeah, that was
for
a
a
good
Best
movie as
Picture
well.
Oscar. Rush Hour. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker proved
I
an
never really liked the Rush Hour
unpredictable and
movies.
winning pair.
Do that again.
Number 1, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
The water's boiling.
And Happy doesn't even get a mention?
I'm sorry to frighten you, dear. I must look like a yeti in this getup.
Yeah, no shit.
Most comedy movies are a team effort, but Mrs.
okay.
Doubtfire is
I haven't watched that in a while. I remember it being good, but
That's not to say that everyone else
I don't
was
know.
bad. Far from it. But the comedy drama's humour is all
Robin
thanks
Williams
to
is very
Williams
funny.
and his antics. He's funny as Daniel Hillard, but most of the magic is derived from his escapades as Mrs. Doubtfire. The high-pitched grandma voice is itself hilarious, as is watching him perform physical feats while dressed as a sweet old lady.
Back off, asshole! Beat it!
Back off, asshole!
There's also the trademark Williams wordplay and infectious energy on display. Not to mention a scene in which Williams throws a lime at Pierce Brosnan's head.
Oh, sir. I saw it. Some angry member of the kitchen staff. Did you not tip them? Oh, the terrorists, they ran that way. It was a run by fruiting. I'll get them, sir. Don't worry.
The performance earned Williams another Golden Globe, proving his
Yeah, that's pretty
absolute
good, I guess.
dominance of the early 90s.
Maybe I'm just terrified. I did a reaction to a trailer of Mrs. Doubtfire recut as a comedy. No, as a comedy. Recut as a horror movie. And that was pretty wild. I might even link that down in the comments. Go check that one out if you're a fan of Mrs. Doubtfire. But wow, yeah, my pick, Happy Gilmore, didn't even get a fucking placing in the 10 or the honorable mentions, which is bullshit. Mrs. Doubtfire, I don't know, I would probably put Dumb and Dumber up there above Mrs. Doubtfire. That would have probably been my safety, is Dumb and Dumber. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How would you have ranked them? Or are there any like that you disagree with or agree with, or things that you thought were omitted from this that, you know, probably should have got a mention, like Happy fucking Gilmore, for example? Oh, I don't know, but let me know in the comments. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace.